Yet you'll prepare for a day you're not guaranteed, yet you're guaranteed to die. And none of you ask what comes next. You're not really concerned. You're not going to, how do you know? Because everything sounds like a story and a joke. And most of you haven't done any research. Let's be real. If we're talking about religion as a whole, I'm not even saying which one's right or wrong, on my opinion. You know, just in general, every society in time, from the beginning of time till now, Sumerians, this one, that one, Hades of the Greeks, right? All believe in some type of afterlife. Every single last one of them, okay? Every ancient civilization, the Mayans, the this, the that, they all believed in some type of creator or creators and a consequence for how you conduct yourself in this life.
That's right.
So basically 100% of all societies had some form of afterlife story with serious consequences that come if you don't find the truth or salvation or whatever. If there's even a chance that any of them could be the truth, you're going to leave that to chance? If there's really an eternal fire waiting for us, okay, maybe there's not. How do you know? Now, in this world, when the landlord knocks on your door and says, hey, it's May 1st, the rent's due, I didn't know. Well, guess what? They're going to evict you.
Right.
Because I don't know doesn't work in this life.
Well, they do auto pay from my account.
But you get my point. If you don't pay the rent, you can't say, I didn't know that the rent was due. You know?
I know.
The same way in this life, in the next life, if there is one, I didn't know ain't going to get you nowhere.
Well, here's the thing. I agree with the premise of your answer there. I just want to know your opinion. We're on a similar wavelength as to why people get so, oh, I have to think this, this, or that, because it is about like what happens when we die, because we all know we have that in common. But I think that, you know, at least I'll speak from my perspective here. In living my life, I'm humble to what I don't know, right? I have some information in ancient texts. Right? Yeah, but I have information in ancient texts. You already very well outlined some issues that could be with those things, and it exists across all of them, so they have that in common. But, you know, I also agree with an earlier point you made that something didn't come from nothing. It didn't start from absolutely nothing. Therefore, yes, I think there's absolutely a creator. I don't know who that creator is or exactly whatever's going on, but they're all powerful compared to me, and I am humble in the face of that. So while I don't subscribe to organized religions for a lot of different reasons, I'm humble in the idea that I am a speck on this little earth that was, you know, a 1 in 4 trillion chance of happening, and whoever made that happen, thank you. I'm going to do the best I can and treat everyone the best I possibly can. So I think that in that respect, let's say, just hypothetically, I got to the afterlife, I die when I'm old, hopefully. And, you know, they say, oh, sorry, Islam was correct. You didn't believe in that. So listen, I know you donated like $1 billion to these people over here, fed the hungry, but, you know, sorry, go fuck off. I don't think that the creator would do that. I think that's just my opinion. Like, I don't think that the subscription to a service, if you will, in your life based on things that you don't really know is going to make the difference between are you worthy of living in paradise, if you will, or whatever comes after this in that way versus the alternative, which wouldn't be good.
When you took a test in high school, even if you studied for months and went every day after school to the teacher and studied and did all this shit and you still failed, you got an F. You still got an F, right?
Yeah.
She didn't give a shit about your intention or how hard you worked. Or
that's right.
F is a fucking F, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. The way I look at it, right or wrong, okay? That's number one. Number two, I think that creator, if that creator did send guidance down and did send knowledge down and didn't send people, and I believe this creator did, okay? And we spend our whole time on our cell phones going like this, when I could have used it the other way to seek knowledge. Okay, simple Google searches give you common sense stuff. Okay,